So let's start with our first question from Basso on Facebook. If you are to do buy to let, would you purchase through a limited company or personal name? So this is a question really about traditional buy to let property. Do we purchase it in our own personal names or do we purchase it into a company? Right now, due to the changes in taxation, which is Section 24, people have been talking about, and what that means is, or what Section 24 is, that we're no longer able to offset the interest costs that we incur whilst holding mortgages against our properties that we have for rental purposes. So normally you'd have a property you'd purchase for buy-to-let purposes, you have a mortgage against it, you collect your rent, you offset your mortgage costs and any other costs you might incur, what you've got left over is profit. But now we're unable to offset that interest payment against your expenses, so your tax bill is now much higher than it may have been otherwise. Now there's a threshold point in terms of where this becomes impractical to do in your own name because of tax. So what's happened over the last few years has been a big shift for property investors to start buying in limited companies. So many people that are investing in property are buying in limited companies now because it's much more tax efficient. Reason being that you can still offset the interest payments that you incur through your mortgage against your expenses like you used to be able to in your personal name. So generally speaking, that's what people are doing. I'm not a financial advisor or tax accountant. I'm just sharing with you my experience. I hope you find that useful. So the next question, if we want to flip across to the next one, this was on LinkedIn from Abraham. Abraham is a bridger and he's saying, hi, I'm enjoying hearing your thoughts, Saj. Thank you very much. It's refreshing. I lend our family funds. I have 10 million currently lent out on bridging loans. I'm considering going out to getting institutional funds to grow my business. Do you think this is a good idea to expand or keep where I am at the moment, which is a very small family business? Thanks a lot, Abraham, Simple Bridging UK. So Abraham runs a bridging company, and the question really is about you expand and you grow. I guess I probably don't know enough about what you're doing to really be able to answer that question. Business is really about making sure you've got customers that want what you have to offer, and you've been able to service that and be able to create a profit for that. So if you have a continuous demand and you've got people coming to you that you'll be able to provide funds for, and you've got more demand than you have capacity for, as you said, you've got 10 million already lent out, then maybe going to the markets to raise money might be a way to help you expand and grow that business. And when we're using bridging lenders, I don't have a huge amount of experience. A lot of borrowing I tend to do tends to be from private individuals who invest with me, as opposed to using traditional bridging. I've used it a little bit. People talk about bridging costs can be expensive. Well, it depends on the context of the deal. If you're making a significant profit and then your bridging costs are maybe more than, say, normal bank finance might be, but if you're making significant funds, it might be worth exploring that. Just a bit of feedback there. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So when you look at the costs of bridging, typically there's some setup costs to start getting into the loan. There's a monthly payment and there's an exit cost. And people sometimes talk about 1% or 2% to get into a bridge, 1% a month and then 1% possibly to exit. I know there's various different figures. But when it comes to bridging, I think it's important to look at it in the context of the deal, whether it's viable. And Abraham, good news to hear that you're doing well with your business. I hope it continues to grow for you.